Oh boy. I kind of need to fix that. Uh-oh. All right, I don't know what the heck. Okay. So, I don't know what is going on, but I was trying to meditate beforehand, and I got Taurus, and I heard Taurus. What the fuck is going on? What about Taurus? And then I didn't get anything else. I know that once I got in that energy, I'm dragging. I am so exhausted now. I wasn't feeling exhausted before. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that, why I channeled Torres and then became drained, tapped out. Um, yeah, I don't know. So that's what's going on right now. Um, Other than that, like I don't have anything because that's what took place. I know, like sleeping wise last night, I slept pretty good, but hold on. I know that, like I woke up. When was it? It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. Might have been a little bit before that. And I was up for a while. I woke up and I remember dreaming something about my birds. And like what I remember, it was like a nightmare, right? And so I got up and I go out there and I go check on them. And it's not the first one I've had before. Before that happened to the child, the night before or 2 nights before that, I had a dream, something about the chickens, and then there was something with, something, like, wasn't so great, right? And what I remember is, like, that could be bad. And I wasn't sure what it was, and now after, one of the children has been, killed, I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then I had another dream last night, and, I seen dead birds, like, um I don't remember how many, but I seen their on the ground and their wings splayed out. Um, and I don't know, but I woke up in like a panic. So I don't think that has anything to do with anything. Just being prophetic and whatever. I get visions and like dreams, and also too. I mean, not just like visions or daydream visions or whatever it may be, but like at night I get things, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't really know. Um, and I thought it was strange up until the child died. And now that the child died, the first one that I had has me questioning some things like, what the fuck? Now that one has me kind of on high alert. I know that Cleopatra, my little Cleo, um, spirit, I took me a minute to kind of realize that spirit was trying to tell me with Cleo. Because they just kept giving me stuff about Cleopatra. And then it's just shit about like Cleopatra's death and Cleopatra this and Cleopatra that. And I'm like, Spirit, what the fuck are you telling me? I didn't realize they were trying to tell me that Cleopatra was sick until like it was too late. And then I tried nursing her back to health, and she died. Um, and so then other times when birds have gotten sick, they've done some weird things with me. And they've let me know, and I've had to nurse them back to health. This has nothing to do with that. Yes, it has to do with my birds, but it doesn't have to do, it's something else like going on, like predator type situation or something. And I don't remember. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I know I've been trying to get the majority of the children, at least the girls, inside of the hen house. The hen house is too small for all of them. They're like getting too big. Um, and I was going to build something else, but with being that I'm moving, I haven't done that. So what they went from like the I built a brooding hen box. So they went from like there, mainly they were in the house actually, in Rubbermaid containers with their moms, and I would cart them in and out inside of a doggy carrier every day once they got old enough. Because the first couple days, and it took like a couple days to a week for each of the broody hens to have their babies, except for Baby Belle. And Baby Belle only had one, but she just left the nesting box because we have Raven likes to intrude. And so she likes to intrude on certain hens. And she'll go in there and lay an egg every fucking day and hang out in there. And then, like, with Baby Belle, the last couple of weeks before, she started, like, sitting in there. And it was really hot. It kept being really hot. It was in the 90s and shit. So it was roasting up in there. And one day, Baby Belle just got tired of it. So she took off and went sat on non-fertile eggs the day before that her baby hatched. And it was the only baby that hatched. And Raven was sitting on so many fucking eggs that I took that baby. I gave it to Baby Belle. It's her baby. And thinking, okay, there's going to be other babies. No, there wasn't. Okay. But the first two, Farah and Pocahontas, or Pocahontas and Farah, they were first out there, and it wasn't working out. So I makeshift up stuff with Pocahontas. What I did was I had her in the dog crate, the carrying dog crate, because she was tiny with the little babies. But then when I had both of them, then I had to rig up a Rubbermaid container. And I also rigged up like a big metal dog crate. But the babies, when they start moving around, they can escape that, and they didn't want to be in there. So anyways, they were in these things in my room. And once they got big enough, then they went into the broody hen box, which they didn't really want to do. And the moms didn't want to do it. And then, it's been like a weird mess. And then, like, they abandoned their kid. Like, it was just something really weird. Like, when I put them in there, the moms didn't want anything to do with them. So the moms went back to the hen house. And so then ever since then, I have like a area that's all tarped off inside the chicken run. And it's all set up with perches and all that. And they decided they were just going to sleep in there. They wouldn't let them in. They didn't want to be in the broody hen box, the children. So like when they'd play at night and stuff like that or whatever, when it was bedtime, they started taking their ass up there. They said, we're not going in there. And the hens wouldn't let them in the whatever. So I've been trying to get as many of the babies or the children up in there. The baby, she's up in there. And like her mama fought for her, Baby Belle. Her mama fought for her to be in there. She kept her in the freaking thing. I think for a couple days to a week, I moved her to the broody hen box. But every time I opened it, she'd take off. And so it was rough every single night trying to get her and the baby back in the freaking, once the baby started moving, back in the broody hen box. And once that baby could get up in that fucking, climb up in the hen house, it was on. It was over with. She would go in there with her baby. And her baby would struggle every night to get up in there and then to go into a nesting box up in there. And then she'd just stay in there with her. And then when she got older, she went up on the perches with her, and she would like claw her down because everyone would attack her and attack the mom. But she would like, put her against the wall, and she'd like protect her and hold her tight. So she was allowed to be in there. And now here lately, they're attacking the crap out of her because all the other children are starting to go in there now. They never wanted the other children in there. And now I do know that, like, when you have a lot of times people take out the broody hens and they take them to a broody hen house, or a box or something. And I can understand them doing that in some sense, but then they don't get incorporated into the chicken coop or the chicken run, the hen house. So I've been trying to get as many girls in there as I can, and it's a big screaming match every night because, some of them have to hide away and sneak in, and then I've been shutting them down. 2 to 4 girls every night. I can't seem to get in there. And then the roosters, I just leave them all out there together. I mean, I love the roosters. They are the sweetest little things when they're tiny. The roosters are more loving than the hens, but then they become roosters, and they are, roosters. Okay. Like I have them on lie down right now. I was able to catch 2 of them. The other 2 out, they didn't escape. So they're beating up some of the hens like really badly, and mating with them that they don't want to mate. I mean, and sometimes they're tag teaming some of them. These are the children the dad's not helpful if he's out with them. He's not. There's only one time he's really tried to protect a hen, and that's he was mad because that was his woman. He has this thing with Gia, and Gia and him when they were babies and growing up, because I got them together even though they're different breeds, and so they would always they were cuddle buddies, they were love buddies, and they were little love bugs together. And then all of a sudden he became a rooster. So they have like a love-hate relationship, and she's like his wife, right? It's some weird thing. It is. I was cracking up seeing it evolve. I was like, oh my God, that is so weird. It's like, that's his wife. And then everyone else is like his concubines or his other wives or something like that. And she don't care. She just wants to cuddle, but he don't cuddle with her anymore. He just wants to, and she'll be the last one at night if like he's on lockdown somewhere, and she will go talk to him and say goodnight. And, sometimes she'll come and she has the sweetest little voice. It's so cute and chirpy. And then she'll come sometimes and complain to me and chirp because she wants him out. But then when he gets out, she's running, because it's not what she wants it to be. She remembers, it's that nostalgia. It's that when they were growing up, that lovey-dovey, and they would play together and they would hang out and cuddle. And it's not that. So she'll run like hell from him now and scream. But they have this weird like marriage. That's the only time he was beating up one of his kids, and when he got on her to meet with her. That's the only one. The other ones, he just looked and was like, huh? He got mad for a minute, but then he just walked away. And like, what the hell, but he's that way with the hens. If he wants it, he won't even court them. And then if he does court them, but they say no, he don't care. He'll beat them down and take it. And that's what these little roosters are doing. And these little roosters are not little. Some of them are now around about 5 months old, or will be 5 months old very soon. They're huge. Some of them are bigger than him. And he's a good 9-pound buff Orpington. And Reese's Pieces and Chunky Monkey. Chunky Monkey is not 5 months old yet. Reese's Pieces might be 5 months old today, tomorrow, he was born like the day before Mother's Day. Chunky Monkey was born about a week and a half later. And I think Chunky Monkey is a little bit bigger than Reese's Pieces. They're huge. And when they're next to their dad, I can't tell, are they bigger than their dad? They're bigger, but they're not quite taller yet, right? Because Daddy is like a year and a half old now. And they are not even, 6 months old, they are huge monsters. Luckily, one of the little roosters, and he was a sweet boy. I used to call him my little doggy. Because he would follow me around and talk to me, and he'd like sit on me. He would sit on my foot. And Chunky Monkey is a really sweet rooster too. Now, Reese's Pieces, he's so beautiful, but all the hens wanted to kill him when he was little. And now looking at everything, I probably should have let them. It's the pecking order. They know when something's not right. I kind of knew, but I don't know nothing about shit. So what happened was when his mom, Pocahontas, needed to start laying an egg, she would leave them with her sister during the day. And she would take off to the hen house to go try to lay an egg. And then, so the first day that happened, and then she came back and she slept with them. She went to bed. And then the second day it happened, she went to go to bed with them, and Reese's Pieces attacked her and got some of the other children to attack her. They were attacking her. She was screaming bloody. She was so sad. She was so upset. And for a while, I separated her in the big dog cage, like the metal one. And I'd put her in there at night. She would still come in here and she would cry. She still wanted her babies. She wasn't ready to stop being a broody hen, but she needed to start laying an egg again. It happened. And then she also was kind of getting a little tired and whatever, because I kept trying to stop her. So was being a broody hen for a month and a half before, and I kept trying to stop her. So, she was really exhausted. There was times that she just, she needed to go lay an egg. She just kind of would sit down and kind of just start to play a little by herself and just kind of take a break, right? And she was really exhausted, but she would come back to them at night. And that second night, she wasn't allowed to anymore. And after that, then the hens were even worse to him, and they knew, like, something's off with this dude, something's off with him. I'm not sure what it is, but that he was like really like fucking horrible to his mom and got some of the other children to attack her. It was sad. It was the saddest fucking thing ever. And then what made it worse was then she was fucking running around the house screaming, and I'm chasing her and then trying to chase him because then he went after her and was trying to get the other little ones. I'm like, get your ass in bed. You know what? It was a hot mess. So then finally I got her and I was holding on to her and soothing her. And, after a while, then I put her in that, I had the big dog cage in the living room and I put her in there. And so then at night when she would come in, she would wait until the children came in. Because at this time, then they were walking. It was every time it was bedtime, I would open the door and they would walk and I'd have to turn on the lights. They'd follow me and go to bed and they'd put themselves to bed. Right. And Farrah was still coming in here. The first couple of nights, actually the first week that was going on, they went to go sleep with Farrah. And so then Farrah had all the babies inside of, thank God I had a big ass Rubbermaid container inside of the big ass Rubbermaid container because then she had all the children. So, and then after a while, they started like taking off over to their little thing, or they'd be in there away from her. I made her space bigger. Like I took the dog, part of the dog crate I had there, and then I took another Rubbermaid container. I made the space bigger because they were spreading out. She was getting sick and tired of, especially having all those other babies, and they were bigger. So they would then be there with her in her space, like it was like a broody hen house, and I had all these damn Rubbermaid containers rigged up together, and then the dog fucking carry. It was a mess. So then after that, then once Farrah was like getting really tired of it, I tried putting them in the broody hen box. They didn't want to. They didn't want it in the broody hen box. That's how they came in here. It was really strange. It was my first experience. I have no idea. I'm a city girl. But yeah, so I got some weird shit going on with that. And as well as the person who said they were going to take them is flaking out on me, won't answer my fucking phone calls and whatever. But yeah, that Taurus stuff, I don't really know. I'm into astrology a little bit, but not like that. So I don't know why I was channeled that. I don't know if it was something like personal or relevant. But they knew it has to be for everyone because I needed to talk about it. But why, how, or everyone as in who's going to resonate, right? But I don't really know. All I know is once I got into that energy, I'm tapped out. And I feel like fried now. And I have a weird headache too. My head was feeling weird before that, but now I realize I do have a fucking headache. So I don't really know. All I know is I'm really mad. This year I really wanted to celebrate and I really wanted to celebrate and like dress up and decorate for Halloween. I love Halloween. I used to have all these. Oh my God, I had so many different things, scarecrows and all these freaking I like yard ornaments. I used to, that and Christmas, decorate the fuck out of. I love Halloween. I love Christmas. Those are one of my two biggest like holidays. Besides then, I like New Year's Eve and then I love Valentine's Day. But I never would like decorate that much for Valentine's Day, but I would do some decorating, and I really wanted to do that. And I have like a little cat mask and whatever, and I'm like, the fuck? Like my little monsters. My dogs used to have costumes, right? Halloween costumes. And plus when you have kids, they like putting costumes on shit. And my little monsters sometimes they're running around, they're chasing me, like the chickens, right? And I'm like, oh my God, if we were still gonna be here for Halloween and I wasn't gonna have to move, I would fucking rig up costumes for them and make them little monsters. They are my little monsters. They're sweet though. They are. People don't understand like chickens, and now that I have had this experience with them, like it makes me feel more bad for what goes on in the poultry industry, as well as any of our food supply, like that food chain in regards to meat, and how they are just not honored and they're not allowed to live a normal life, and and giving love and treats and stuff like that. It's all about the slaughter. It's all about the money they can make. And it's like they're imprisoned to be of service to us, to feed us. And I don't know. I'm not down with that. Um, they're actually pretty amazing. Um, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a reading. I'm trying to think, just regular cards. Yeah, I'm going to start off with regular tarot cards. The Sun and the Moon Tarot. So this is just an general energy reading. If you resonate, then it's for you. It's meant for you. Whether if it's meant for you because you're going through it, or it's meant for you as in because you resonated, but someone else is going through it. Energy is fluid, right? So we're picking up on energy, and that energy is also, so if you resonate, the energy has to do with anyone in your energetic field. So this can be friends, this can be acquaintances, people you work with, this can be family, people that you live with. I mean, you can have roommates and you're not friends with them and don't like them, but they're in your energetic field. It can also be past people that still need healing. And if they're thinking about you and during that current time, they'll be in your energy field, and vice versa, the same for you. So it can be reversed or vice versa. If you don't resonate, that's okay. It's not meant for you. If you resonate with it, you will know. And it's for anyone who resonates. Other than that, I need to go ahead and get into this. Whatever these energies are and whatever's going on in regards to what they were channeling to me about Taurus and then me being drained is what we're going to be getting information on. Oh, yes. I know they brought up something about Jupiter. And I don't know. If something with Taurus, I'm really drained, and then something with Jupiter, and I don't really know. I'm not sure. I don't know what Jupiter's in, and I don't really know how that's relevant. What I did do is I went and looked up before I came on here, and I know that it said that Jupiter went into Taurus, but I don't know if this is what is it? The tropical astrology or the Vedic, right? And I think it was May of this year, and that's all I know. So I don't know if that's what they're talking about and something with that energy, or if it was something else. All right, let's see here what Spirit has. The Three of Cups. This one is abundance. It's coming together in celebration. So this can be birth of a child, marriage. It can also just be family get-togethers, parties, coming together with people that you care about, that you love, friends, family, and enjoying each other's company, and celebrating life and honoring each other. This one has to do with abundance, though, being abundant within, like the people that you love and cherish, and coming together in these celebrations, and it being abundant. You feeling abundant with love and support and your friendship, that honor, that respect. So like emotional and spiritual abundance. Four of Cups sideways. This is luxury. This card represents luxury in this deck. This is the Sun and Moon Tarot. This is normally like focusing on the loss, and not seeing what Spirit is trying to bless you with. Hold on here. I need to put this down so I can channel and read the energy. It's like trying to figure out. It's like there's this process here. Of overcoming this loss, the loss of the loss of family, the loss of these celebrations and how maybe they didn't turn out, right? And so there's a making peace of like a blessing in disguise instead of like it's like this needing to accept it being a blessing in disguise so that you don't like go to this lost mentality. Um there's this grief though of like losing that celebration, losing these wishes and these dreams, what you wanted it to be, coming together with people or certain people, right? Um, and there's this loss over it. I'm getting two scenarios where someone has either lost a celebration, lost people that they love, are separated from family, um, or I'm getting where some people had these losses and they're struggling to overcome it so they can celebrate life and have these celebrations and get-togethers with people again. But there's an overcoming of this. It doesn't matter what side you are on in what I'm getting with these energies and the two different scenarios that they're giving me. There's an overcoming of this. That's why it's sideways. It's like trying to figure it out, trying to learn. And there's this processing of it. Um, she's reflecting into the water. She's holding on to these cups. But in this reflection, she's sitting on a lotus flower. In this reflection, um, there's going to be growth. The lotus flower grows through like hard circumstances, things that you wouldn't expect it to survive in. It grows out of the mud, right? And so it's like reflecting on this and allowing this to transform and grow within you, like what you see. There's this acceptance there, so that you can like let it go, so that you can see what spirit is trying to gift you with. And so there's like a holdup of a processing of an acceptance that this has taken time. The Four of Pentacles. This is power. Standing in your power and not being, typically this is being guarded, or this can also represent selfish energy. With this, it's being in your power and recognizing the things that are good for you, so that you do not either allow people in that want a power trip, that want to take your power because they're not wanting to give. Um, whether if they're being greedy and stingy because they're hurt and don't want to hurt anymore. There's this, in that growth that I'm seeing there, in that blossoming of the lotus flower. Um, hold on. It's not just a blossoming of the lotus flower. It's the acceptance of what took place, of seeing it for what it is. It was a power struggle dynamics. It had to do with personal power and people feeling powerless because of loss and pain. Like, so people were guarded. So you've learned more in regards to this, as well as like it's that processing to learn to overcome yourself is not to be in this Four of Pentacles energy, not to be guarded or stingy because of all that you've lost, all of those disappointments. It's making it you, which will represent the heart space. So not closing off your heart, leaving it opened. It's also the you. The you. It's luck. The you is luck. If you think about what they're showing me, witches and certain belief systems, the horseshoe. Upright, I believe, is the not good in regards to like the luck. the umbrella would be luck and protection, because it'd be like raining down on you. Upright, I believe, it's like being held from you. So this acceptance and this power struggle dynamics, this being guarded, either you guarded or other people guarded, it like stopped your blessings. It would be like this closing off of the heart space, where then the luck, you're trying to shield yourself, or someone was trying to shield themselves. It was blocking it was blocking the blessings, holding them off. Once this is healed, because it's your heart space, and opening your heart space back up, then they'll be able to rain down on you. There's some sense of a collection, or like a adding up, kind of like they're showing me now the you in the normal sense, because that's the way it is, instead of like that which way of like the symbology of like the horseshoe. It being up, it's like an adding up of like all your blessings adding up. It's waiting for when you get over this, as well as out, not just out of this energy of the Four of Cups. There's two fours, by the way, Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, and away from people who are in the energy of Four of Cups and Four of Pentacles, because like attracts like, right? So it's like once you overcome this, all of your blessings that have been blocked from you are adding up, stacking up. And that cup, like your cup is going to be runneth over in a way, in that abundance. Like a lot is going to be pouring into you, is what they're showing me. You have to be open to it. This is why the healing is needed, that open heart space. To not let the loss and people's power tripping, or their greed, or their stinginess, because they were hurting, and now your heart, close your heart space off where you can't receive. Like that stingy energy. Ooh, we have the Tower in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Overcoming the destruction. Those towers that came in that showed you, hey, this abundance that you're wanting, these celebrations that you're wanting, or what people are saying that this is, hey, this is abundant, we're going to come together and we're going to celebrate, and yeah, let's do this. Seeing it for what it was, those tower moments came down. Seeing how, or maybe you were trying to have this, and these people were like, oh no, well, we don't feel happy, and we deserve this shit, that power tripping. There's some sense here of something like this, and that's why I'm getting this, and I'm not sure how it applies, but I don't know if it's another group, or if it's someone inside this group, or if it's just totally a separate group. Or it's like this trickery of the Tower moment, these people in this loss, this lack, and being stingy because they don't want to hurt no more, and that power of feeling entitled to take. They don't want to give because they don't want to hurt, and they don't want to invest, and they don't want to lose anything else, but they'll take. So all of that was in regards to the Tower moment, and this is the Two of Cups. This is love. This is coming together with someone who has their cup overflowing, and you know how to keep your own cup of love full. They know how to keep their cup of love full, and you fill up your own cups, yet you are overflowing enough that you can fill up each other's cups also. You can give, but it's not codependent. It's not needy. So saying this is not what it is. So this is part of that overcoming those towers and the Two of Cups. It wasn't the Two of Cups. It was the facade of the Two of Cups. It was the illusion. Oh, here's this abundance. We're going to come together and celebrate. But you didn't. Maybe they wanted it. Maybe they did, but maybe this, that Four of Cups and Four of Pentacles energy, Maybe it kept them from being able to put in the work. Maybe they didn't mean it at all. Does it really matter at the end of the day? Sometimes it does, but it doesn't. Because either way, it still happened. Whether if they knew what they were doing or if they did it out of self-sabotage, right? But the Two of Cups, that's love. This wasn't love, right? The tower of it being, this wasn't love, and this wasn't what they said it was, and this is really what it was. This is what happened. So it's the overcoming that, the acceptance of this, and the processing and getting through it, and not closing off your heart space, overcoming the tower, overcoming the destruction of these relationships, or this relationship that wasn't serving of you, that was a false love. They're telling me a false love, representing or showing or pretending to be love when it was a false love, and this is not love. Oh, I get it. Hold on. Can I go on? There was a reason they were telling me about the blessings. What I'm picking up on is that one group where I was saying how people were stingy. People didn't want you to have. So like trying to keep you from having. So then trying to make you in this Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles energy. But like that mirroring, that projection, that where they project and they mirror this shit. Okay, how do I explain this? Okay, so they're in loss and lack mentality, and they're selfish and they're greedy. They're wanting to hurt you because they don't want you to have this abundance. Like there's this jealousy or something going on, or you're loving yourself and they're upset about it. It's like they wanted to block your blessings. Oh shit, they wanted to block your blessings. And that had to do with why they were showing me the blockage of the blessings. It wasn't just you, right? It was what was going on in somebody knowing. And that's why they were showing me like the stacking up of when you're ready and your heart space opens up again. And like, how can spirit bless you with these things when he knows the people that are in your life? Spirit, her, him, whatever, however you see it. Universe, God. Knowing what they were up to. And like it all had to fall down. You had to go through it. It had to fall apart so you could see it for what it is, and that it wasn't love. That's sad. All right, let's see, Spirit. What else do you have? And the deck is not upside down. The Ten of Swords in reverse. It landed on the Two of Cups. That's the ending of this is okay. So this is cyclical. This is also inevitable. Okay, so this love, this falsity, this foundation of love, it was inevitable to end. It was never meant to be. But this is the closing out of a cycle. It's closed now, needing to let it go, because there's nothing there. There's nothing there to sustain it. There's nothing left. It's ruined. It's destroyed, and it was not meant to stay in your life. So this needs to be ended out, closed out, so that you can go into the new. With every ending, there's a new beginning. With every new beginning, there's an ending. So the Ten of Swords, this one is ruin. In reverse, overcoming the ruin, overcoming the destruction, and the inevitable ending that broke you, that tore you down. Having a false love, or the falsity of love, and these foundations falling apart, those are heartbreaking. People like trying to keep you from being abundant or happy and have these celebrations with people and happiness in your life, and wanting you to be in lost lack mentality, or victimization, or whatever woundings they're wanting you to be in. And this Four of Cups, focused on all the loss, all the grief, and instead of seeing the opportunities that are there, and then this power of the Four of Pentacles, like these power struggles and afraid to lose their power. um, Wanting, that stingy energy, not wanting to hurt anymore, not wanting to build and grow, and feel defeated or taken from, or your power depleted. um like, it's like, of course, spirit seen it for what it was. It needed to end. It's the overcoming of that and that ruin. And spirit, they have me repeat stuff, so anyone who wants to complain about things, they have me repeat it for a reason, to make sure people get it. All right, so we have the Hanged Man that came out sideways. It's like a fighting, the fighting to go within, the struggle to go within, and to transform this. It's because of the acceptance, or the making peace with it, that letting go, right? The struggle to transform this. But the Six of Wands is here. It's sideways also. They're trying to give me another message. So this is going to be a victory. Victory, success, overcoming. It will happen. You will be able to transform this. The Hanged Man is the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. It's transformation. Just some things take time. We need to be gentle and kind with ourselves on things taking time, instead of expecting things to go quicker, or being hard on ourselves because of how slow it seems to be taking. Time is an illusion. They're trying to give me another message here. I don't know, they're telling me you will overcome, but then they said you and I. Oh, you and I, the I am? Or you and I, not unless you know someone, and like coming in, and like you and I. Spirit, what are you telling me? What is this you and I? I don't know, but they're then showing me like the you and I, and then they're showing me like you growing into this tree, um, and like fortifying yourself. It is funny the way the tree is growing. I don't know, maybe it's like a weeping willow or something, the way that what they're showing me, because it's kind of looking like the umbrella, right? And it's like fortifying yourself and being able to blow in the wind, but yet being protected by the way you're growing and the way the branches are. It's weird. It's like There's something symbolic here too, like of going to the darkness, which is really strange. Like, I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me. But there's something symbolic there that is like poetic, philosophical. Or like maybe it's just the philosophical in a different way of like the growing the blade through the concrete, right? Or the lotus flower growing out of that mud and that murk, out of the darkness. Some people, some people grow better through the darkness, or some things grow better through the darkness, not as much light. It's like for whoever this is, whatever their pathway and the reason this was met is um, something within them, their personality, what they've been through, whatever it is. It's like the darkness is what helps them overcome, like having to overcome the darkness, having to overcome the pain. It'd be too much where it breaks them enough. Like needing that darkness to overcome. I don't know why, but that's what they're showing me. I mean, it can be very scorpionic. It could just be because you're used to nothing but, oh, that's horrible. I had to stop myself once I realized what I was about to say. Do I need to say that? It's like you're so used to darkness or so used to destruction and things that are not love, that's the only way you could learn is to keep being like dragged under, broken down until you got it. That's fucking sad. Because of not knowing what love was in the first place or whatever, or you've been in so much darkness that the only way for you to overcome the darkness was to be taken under into more darkness to see that it's not darkness, that you need to find the light. That's sad. Then I have this big stack over here. There's something else with this eye and they're not letting me touch it. This stack came out over here. And it's like a totally separate reading. There's 7 cards there. Wait a minute. 3, 6, 7. There's 8 cards there. There's 6 cards over here. And I wasn't supposed to be done. I'm not done shuffling. They're telling me I have to take all these. And they came out over here and together. We have 2 separate readings. The U and the I. But the U and the I. That's one. This is the second part. That's the U and then the I. And I don't know if this is a counterpart reading. I don't know if this is your polarity. I don't know if this is your masculine, your feminine, like that polarity within yourself. I don't know. And I am... So we have death, which is rebirth. It's the phoenix rising. I'm not even sure how I'm laying this shit out. And unfortunately, I have to... the 9 of Cups. So the phoenix rising, the death, the rebirth, that's the rising above this. It's like that's one cycle. Oh God, it kind of looks like it's going to be like an hourglass, the shape. It's like that's one cycle, and this is another cycle, but it's all connected as another possible thing. Or the mirroring. Remember, we were talking about mirroring and projecting? They're showing me the mirroring. I would have to say that this is a counterpart reading with the mirroring. Whatever you were going through, they were going through in their own way. So this, and if you're a counterpart, this could just be all within you. So we have the death, which is the phoenix rising. This is transformation. Then we have the 9 of cups, happiness. This is your emotional, spiritual happiness within, like all on your own solo. Being fulfilled within, happy within your own happiness. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles, worry. This is another lost lack card. This is out in the cold. This can be theft. This can be rejection or abandonment, neglect. They in a church or outside of one? It's funny. It kind of looks like they're outside of a church. First, I thought they were inside, but it's like they're on the ground, and that's supposed to be like a window or something. That pentacle, like it's in that stone building, like it's a stained glass window, like to a church or a sanctuary, coming in from out of the cold, letting go of that worry, like giving it to God. That's what I'm getting with this. The 7 of Pentacles, failure. The 7 of Pentacles in most tarot cards, it's about illusions, or not illusions, but disillusionment. Like thinking that your hard work is not going to pay off. And with this one, the 7 of Pentacles is in regards to failure, like not being afraid to fail. And knowing that every seed you plant or everything you do, yeah, it may not pay out the way you want, but you are still going to reap rewards from this. That it's inevitable that you will gain something from this. There will be a harvest. There will be things gained. So it's like overcoming failure, or the idea that you are a failure and nothing's going to turn out. It's like not to limit yourself or close yourself off. It's funny. They're doing, hey. They're putting themselves inside the circle, a whole bunch of circles, the medicine wheel. And they are at the center, like the medicine wheel. Needing to like harmonize and re-examine like the medicine wheel, and honoring yourself and how you are with others. There's something there that I'm getting with that in regards to the medicine wheel. So let's see. I was going to say, oh no, it's the 5 and then the 7. Then there's another 5. That's what I was looking like. Or is it 2 5s back to back? So we have 2 4s up there. And then we have the 5 and the 7, but the other 5 came out. Like there's 2 5s. So the 5 of Wands, strife. This is fighting, conflict, power struggles. And the 3 of Wands, virtue. Hold on, they're having me set it down funky. Okay, so on this end of it, it's like someone was afraid to be happy and needed to learn how to transform things and have this rebirth over this loss and this failure energy, fighting conflict, and the decisions that they choose to make for themselves and having integrity and honor. And that had to do with their failure, their perception in regards to the Seven of Pentacles energy and failure, because of all that they have lost. And it's like they were afraid also to be happy because they didn't want to lose more. So if someone is working on overcoming this, it's like the other side of the scale, whether if this is the masculine or the feminine or the... Oh, shit. That's funny. How they had me put it down, it looks like a person also. And it's pretty mirrored, but it's a little bit different. It's like down here is the hip and the leg, and then like the torso, the chest, the head, and then the arms are up like they're surrendering, let go, or like death. But this side, but if you look at it, they're mirroring and they're both up. And that they're showing me is like an equal sign. What the fuck are you guys doing? We are doing some crazy shit today. The bottom of the deck. And the Seven of Swords. Deception. Betrayal. Backstabbing. There's a mirroring energy here. The Ace of Pentacles is the overall. They want this here. There's a weird another storyline, and I really am exhausted and don't have the energy to go through it. But it's pretty much the same. So the Seven of Swords it is also like an overcoming of deception and betrayal, their own, but it's also, if it's in regards to another person, a counterpart, it's overcoming your own deception and betrayal and seeing it for what it is. But this person up here, if, like with the Four of Cups, that's what had them, that's what they need to accept. That's what's been hard to overcome is the deception and the betrayal. It's, God, it's to not focus on the deception and the betrayal. It's to focus on the truth. Let me explain. Yes, the truth is that it hurts and that someone lied. They betrayed you. They backstabbed you. But the truth is, whether right or wrong, whether if it was intentional or self-sabotage, they did it because they were hurting. Don't we all do things because we're hurting? And it's like that truth helps you overcome. Because if they're deceiving you, they're also deceiving themselves. Because it's a mirroring. So the acceptance to help get over this is they hurt themselves at the end of the day, even if they didn't want to. By trying to protect themselves, that falsity. So they were deceiving them. They didn't just deceive you. And they did it because they were hurt. Whether they meant to or not. And that may not make it any better, but it can help you swallow. It can help you with the forgiveness to let it go for you. It doesn't make what they did right. It doesn't make it wrong either. Not to say that it's not wrong. To hurt people, it is wrong, but we all hurt people. And that is a hard pill to swallow. And I hate when I'm being when I'm being humbled and dragged. Sometimes we want to hold on to that unfairness, that unjustness. Because it hurts so fucking bad, right? There's something really weird with this. Reading what they had me do, but new beginning. So the deception and the lies of the new beginning. But either way, you get your new beginning because it's ending. The tower came down. Now you're healing over this, and now you have your new beginning. Once this is processed out and healed out and closed out, and they will have their new beginning too. And they have to learn to live with themselves, right? And make better choices, whether they do or not, that's on them. Because in the same sense, and you do too. Because you can learn from this, so you're going to make better choices. Oh, God. This is really strange. The Keepers of the Light for advice, guidance, and support. What advice, guidance, and support do you have for this reading, please, Spirit? What advice, guidance, and support do you have for this reading? If you are just going through this also, there's a different storyline they want me to say. This equals that victory, that Six of Wands and that Hanged Man energy. They're showing me as an equal sign. And what this equals in regards to what you went through is death and rebirth, filling up your own fucking cups for your own goddamn happiness, overcoming, the worry, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the failure. The strife, that means fighting in conflict with other people in power, fucking struggle dynamics, what went on up there. And the Seven of Swords, all the deception, and choosing better for yourself also. If this is just, they wanted me to read this bottom part this way. For the top reading, if it's not like that split, right? In a different way, that this equals, meaning there will be rebirth. And then this is what is coming. And then a true new beginning, one that you can choose and be a part of and be happy to be a part of, with virtue, because you make the choices of what's best for you, and you can make better choices, and like the decisions on you, and it's up to you to make better choices if you want better outcomes, right? You've learned a lot. Another, the ladder. It's like mirroring each other, where you needed to help each other grow, but like if they are just down here, in that split, like they're below you in the ladder, like you are spiritually, above them. I don't like to say that word, but I don't know, like, you're higher up in the fucking ladder. That's spiritually. You came together, to learn and help each other learn these lessons, to help each other grow. It's like that support, where the link in the chain. God, that's the other thing they're showing me, the link in the chain. They're like showing me how, never mind, it doesn't matter. But they're showing me how it's setting down now. It's a link in a chain. You guys are the links in the chain. Now you have to be strong on your own link. But you're linked together to help each other grow, to rise up. God, they're showing me all these fucking metaphysical, or not metaphysical. They're showing me all these things that are, what's the right fucking word? There's these sayings, and there's this like philosophy to things in regards to, helping support people, encouraging and bridging the gap, and helping people succeed. Those are things that they're showing me in my mind's eye. Like when someone climbs the wall and you help the others over. Um, the rope, the pulley system, the life float. They're showing me all these dynamics, all these different things in regards to that of where and why this was needed. This must have been a really hard cycle um, for someone needing that confirmation to hold on to. In regards to it was needed. As much as it may hurt and it's hard to sit with, this was what was needed. And it is to help each other grow. We have Lord Shiva, and this landed out on Virtue, the Three of Wands. Transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So that Virtue and that Three of Wands with these options, like it is choosing integrity, choosing something virtuous, choosing something and knowing this, right? And what they're also saying is in regards to it, it's this rise up. And the spirit is wanting you to honor yourself and honor them and also follow them, right? Follow the signs in the synchronicities or symbols that they're giving you for your next pathway. Dance with the universe. They're showing you the steps to dance. For what is next for you, your next pathway for your this dance that you're doing to rise, this dance that you're doing for your happiness. What is in your blueprint for the things that you are supposed to experience. We have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing, and this landed out on the Nine of Cups. Your happiness. It's like you've been busting your ass in this overcoming to work on your happiness, on your Nine of Cups, of filling up your Nine of Cups, to change your life, to overcome all of this, right? And whatever obstacles were there. Remember I said there was the blockages up there in that proportion, that there was blockages. And it can be also within your heart because of needing to, heal, overcome. But then they let me know that, hey, someone was blocking shit on purpose. They're being removed. And that's why they had me say it in that way. No, that's why, thank you, Spirit, for, even though it seems weird the way I channel, thank you for everything. In regards to the blessings being blocked and then the blessings like stacking up for you, like, and they're going to overflow into your life. It's because other people were blocking them on purpose. For who that applies for, Lord Ganesh is here. In regards to your happiness and your Nine of Cups, right? They're coming to clear those fucking obstacles and those blockages. And that means those people. And that's why those towers came in. Those towers came in because they needed to be removed, because they were creating blockages, because they didn't want you to fucking be happy. It had to happen. They had to be removed so that you can be blessed. They were trying to stop your rise. They were trying to stop your happiness, stop your blessings. Because they're on fucking problems and issues. Don't take those on as your burdens. Yes, it's okay if it hurts you. And not that it's okay that it hurts you, but to honor that it hurts you. You don't have to say, oh, it didn't bother me. No, we don't have to be strong that way. We can acknowledge, we can honor ourselves and be like, this fucking hurt me. This tore me apart. This broke me. This I don't understand. How the fuck can somebody do this to somebody? It's okay because we have to honor how we feel. But at the same time, everything happened for a reason. These people didn't need to be in your life and they needed to be removed. So it had to happen this way because they were stopping your blessings. They didn't care about your happiness because they don't have the capacity to. And you needed to see that. You needed to know before it was truly too late. See, now they can never take anything from you again. And now you've learned more to not allow people like this in your life to see it for what the fuck it is. So people can't take your power or stop your fucking blessings, because you'll see and you'll run the fuck away and you'll protect yourself. This landed out on the death, the rebirth. Serapis Bay Ascension. Move into true self. Rise from the darkness. The light is here. It's funny. What they were telling me and showing me in regards to the freaking tree. It was like the only way to beat the darkness was to go further in the darkness, to rise out of it. You had to be taken down that low. You had to be taken down that low. That's what I heard. That rest, it came too quick, but then it's to rise that fucking high. And if you go down lower in the shadows, you know what the fuck it is now. You can't ever go back down there. Right? No one can ever take you to that fucking place. We have Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. Saint Germain in the violet flame. All right, anyways, it's time for me to get off here. Thank you for joining me. I hope that this was helpful. If you could please like my video and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. Other than that, I'm exhausted. I don't know. Whatever they were giving me earlier really tapped me out, but I still had to, they called me to come on here. And I still don't know what the fuck that's about. But I know that it drained me. So I know I'm going to need to work with spirit now on that to figure that out for myself. But anyways, I hope that whoever that this was meant for, I hope that it helps you and gives you some sense of peace and confirmation to know that you are not alone, and to keep your head up, and that support is all around you, and that you are loved, by universe, and to keep going. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Happy Friday, and it is Friday the 13th, so it's an auspicious day. And then we just had the new moon on the 12th. I was up this morning and 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was so beautiful out. The stars and, certain stars systems that I was looking at and seeing. And I don't know what the hell, but you know what? That's not funny. Oh, God. That's not funny. That's not funny. The arms go up, okay? And they had me talk about everything for a fucking reason. And the star system that I was talking about, Orion and Orion's belt. I was looking at Orion and Orion's belt, as well as some other things, but I was pulled to that. Interesting. Anyways, I gotta get off here. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.